Dan Tehan. Dan Tehan, thanks for your time. Susan Lee and David Littleproud to meet. Can we get this marriage back together?
Well, I hope so, Andrew. I think that's in the best interests of the nation. When we're together, we've shown that we provide the best leadership that this country's seen since the Second World War. So my hope is that we can enter into good faith discussions and get this sorted as soon as we possibly can, because I really do think then we can hold this government to account in the way that it needs to be held to account.
Well, could it happen by tomorrow before question time, do you think?
Well, look, that'd be wonderful if it could, but obviously there's a lot of work that we need to do, a lot of I's that need dotting and T's that need crossing, and we've got to make sure we've got processes in place so that we don't see this type of breakup happen again.
Are the Liberals offering anything, like reinstating those shadow ministers the Nats want back? Well, is that possible?
Well, we need to have good faith discussions, and what we've got to work through is proper processes that can be put in place to ensure that these breakups don't happen into the future.
Over shadow cabinet solidarity, is that on the table?
Well, I think what we need to make sure and be very clear of, that you need shadow cabinet solidarity to have proper functioning governing when it comes to the shadow ministry.
Could these three get a temporary forgiveness, though, to bring it back together?
Well, look, I don't think we should preempt the discussions. I think
Would you personally be prepared to see that?
Well, what I would like to see, and I've expressed this to both the Susan and to my colleagues and to National Party colleagues, is that we enter into good faith discussions. We codify how we should be governed, and not only that, we potentially put in some dispute resolution mechanism which would come over the top of when there is disagreement, and that's what we need to agree on first, so that you start building confidence, you have good faith negotiations, then you deal with the more difficult issues that are before us. And that, I think, is the best way to do it. Get your confidence measures in place, build that level of trust and faith, and then once you've got agreed guidelines as to how you do it, you look at some of these other issues.
Who will be at the talks tonight?
Look, Susan and David will obviously be there, as been reported. Who else? Obviously, we will have to wait and see, but, you know, there could be up to 3 or 4 people on either side.
Your fellow Liberal frontbencher Alex Hawke said on Sky this morning, David Littleproud's about to score the biggest own goal in Australian coalition history unless he doesn't kick the ball. What do you make of those comments?
Well, what I would say is what we need is for everyone to do everything they can to get us back together. We all have a responsibility to do that. We are custodians of the legacy that we have been granted by those who have come before us, who have successfully governed this nation in its best interest, and we need to see that happen again. So,
are you embarrassed by all this?
Well, let's put it this way. I think it's fair to say that the last 10 days or so have not been our finest hour. And when you look at the issues confronting the Australian people, that is what we need to be focusing on.
Authorised by Dan Tehan, Liberal Party, Hamilton.